Hey guys, we're back for some more Standard. We've got just a couple days to go before the end of the month. Currently rank 531 Mythic. And I wanted to take a little bit of a different tack with the deck. So still using the mono white aggro deck, I made a couple changes. I think that the deck is very successful in its original form, so you could certainly leave it as is. But kind of what I was finding was that, I did like Invasion of Golgari, but it did feel kind of clunky in some matchups. And even with it against blue-white control, where they just had, board wipe after board wipe after board wipe, I found that it just wasn't kind of, reliably doing the trick. And that, the games where I did win, sure, there were a couple times where it was useful, but, a lot of times where I would win is I would just, reset a board position, after like 2 or 3 or 4 board wipes, and then just continually come back and finally pressure them down. And so it kind of got me to thinking, and I wanted to kind of put some more value into the deck. I found that Resolute Reinforcements is just a lot less powerful in this deck than it is in like the Boros Convoke deck, where you can pump up the tokens, give them +1/+0 in haste, and all kinds of stuff like that. So you really gotta do extra work to make that card a bit stronger. And so I thought, kind of with the tack that this deck has taken, with a more life gain focus, that I wanted something a little bit more value heavy. And so I removed the Resolute Reinforcements, I cut out the Invasions of Golgari, and I put in 4 copies of Kellen Daring Traveler, who just screams value. I mean, this is kind of a test, so this might be too many, maybe, 2 or 3 copies is optimal, but I really just want to get it out there just to see how this does, because, the fact that it's a 2/3 body for 2 is actually decent against mono red. It doesn't just die to everything. And in addition, once we have cards like Steel Seraph, the next turn they can give it like evasion by giving it flying. That can really help get it through so that we can start drawing cards. Also, it has, I think, let's see, we've got 13 1-drops that it can hit, and then we have 12 2-drops, 4 3-drops. So, you've got a lot of targets, almost half the deck. So, and if you just hit a land or something else, you can just essentially scry it, by getting rid of it or whatnot, leaving it on top. So I think it's going to be very powerful. And then I also, I guess with the final card I made room for, I put in 1 copy of Recruitment Officer. I just wanted a couple more 1-drops. And this is a nice card where it's been around forever and been in, mono white decks. But it's a nice example of a card that is, good early as a 2/1 that's aggressive. And then late, when you kind of have extra mana, you can then use the ability to kind of, draw out of, mana flood, etc. I also went back up to 2 copies of Mirrex, just because I want to try to squeak some more value out of the land. I know that I did initially go down to 1 copy, and I might do that again, but for the moment, I want to try to get some extra value. This directly helps the Regal Bunnicorn, again, is kind of good inevitability against control. So with all those changes, let's go ahead and jump into some games. If you guys are new here and you just found my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I do try to make a video every day, and I really appreciate you guys. So if you like my content, please consider subscribing, or maybe dropping a comment or a like, or sharing it with a friend who might benefit from, this type of video. And for my returning viewers, thank you so much again for your continued support. It really does mean the world to me, so thank you guys. But yeah, now we're just trying to get up into those last couple ranks of Mythic, see if we can hit top 250 before the end of the month. And this hand looks great. Turn 1 Veteran into turn 2 Voice of the Blessed to get it coming in as a 3/3 feels pretty good. Okay, up against Golgari. We could also go like Veteran into Veteran plus Warden, but I think I just want to get Voice of the Blessed going. Going with the other line would give us a scry, which is kind of nice. So I'm trying to think, yeah, if we were to do the other play where we do sort of the 3 1-drops, we'd be able to scry, and then next turn we could play Voice of the Blessed, have it come in, you know, as like a 4/4. So we're not losing a ton. Maybe it's better to just do the triple 1-drop and scry. Yeah. This also gives us kind of a couple different threats. So instead of if they just have like one piece of removal, it would kind of feels bad to, and we'll leave that on top, to just have them just get the Voice of the Blessed. Yeah, and if they want to use Go for the Throat there, we're totally fine with it. Okay, Seraph is going to be great, but I think now we go Voice of the Blessed into Ruin Lurker Bat and turn this thing into a 6/6, because that's funny. Hopefully they don't have a second copy of Go for the Throat. Yeah, we can just sail right over Shieldred, no problem. Here I guess we could just go for Steel Seraph and then give Voice of the Blessed lifelink. And now we're going to get this to be indestructible, which feels good. I guess not quite indestructible yet, but we're getting close. So I'm not sure what their plan is here. I don't know if there's some sort of like weird death touch thing, or if they just want to get it into the yard so they can start replaying it with Shieldred. But we're at 33, so we'll just let it come right on through. Yeah, Path of Peril is unfortunate. Yeah, I guess we just go lifelink here. Yeah, that Path of Peril was pretty nasty. That was a nice pickup, for sure. So here I think we just give Vigilance to the Seraph, get in for 3, and then play Knight Errant. Although we're getting really low on life. They can push for... How do we win this game? Yeah, I think that's still a play. I guess if they kill it, they can come in. If they don't kill it, they can come in for 4, 8, 11, 12, and then functionally 14. So if we block that, we go to 1. All right, so we take 10, go to 2. I guess we could like lifelink our Bunnicorn here. So like we go up to 11. We could swing in with the crew in the air, have some blockers on the ground. They can attack next turn for an 11. 3, 6, 7. 11, 13. So we chump with Word of the Inner Sky, block there. Yeah, I think we go lifelink here. Maybe we hold back the Phantom so we can block their Deep Cavern Bat. now we're pretty much out of options. Yeah, we can't safely get in because they just block with Shieldred. Yeah, that Path of Peril was really nasty. So I suppose this is a game where it would have been better to have the access to Invasion of Gobekhan, just for those big sweepers. I don't think we can really draw out of this at this point. I think this is pretty much just game. Yep. So again, like if you're having success with the original build of the deck, by all means keep using it. I just want to try different stuff just to see kind of how it plays out. But yeah, Golgari is a tough match with all of their removal. We might have been able to pace them okay if it was all just like single target removal, but once they had the Path of Peril, and I'm not sure how many copies they run, maybe they run like 2 or 3 copies, so you might just have to like hope they haven't got it. Yeah, I don't want to keep a 1-lander here, so we're gonna mulligan. Okay, that looks better. And I think we throw out the Lantern Flare here and just try to get a massive creatures. Okay, recording cut out there for a second. Just getting low on memory. Alright, so let's go Voice of the Blessed. Get that going. Sucks, but I think we just take the hit here. So we could go Warden into Knight Errant, and I think that's probably the move. I guess we could also go Adeline here. They just block with Weaver, though, for the token. See, so if we go into Knight Errant, they're going to have a huge Naturalist next turn. But I think if we're going to go for Knight Errant, it's got to be now. I suppose if they have a way to give that thing trample, then it's just completely out of hand. I hate Weaver so much. Yep. And they got it. So we're not dead, but we go to 2. So I think we have to double block Naturalist to make sure it goes down. Warden blocks Visitor. This takes out Weaver. Do they just get like a full wipe here? I think they do. Which sucks, but I don't know of a better way. I guess we're left with our Warden. So we go to 1 because we gain life off the Lurker Bat. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's just it because we needed like a Lunarch Veteran or something here to stabilize. Yeah, now they can just attack in for lethal. And that's going to do it. So not off to a great start tonight, unfortunately. But I haven't even seen Kellen hit play, so I'd like to try it out, see how it goes. This hand looks good, provided we don't get steamrolled. Cut down or no? Okay. So I guess now that they cut down, we're going to go for Kellen next turn. Yep, they've got another cut down or a virtue or something. I feel like if we play Adeline, we just get like Liliana out of this game. Maybe Warden plus Bunnicorn. I mean, Adeline can block. I think I'm just going for it. Yep. we're playing against mono removal. And I think that's just it. I don't think we can come back from that because, yeah, Archfiend. If we don't block, we drop to 3. If we block, we lose 4 anyways. So yeah. So not a great night. Let's take a look at the stats. Alright, so currently the deck is at 73% win rate. It is much more likely to win on the play at 94% versus 58% on the draw. 29 wins and 11 losses. So looking at kind of the decks that it's up against, it's doing very well against mono red. It's kind of built to beat mono red though. 78% win rate, 7-2. Selesnya, I guess we're at 5-1, although it doesn't feel like it after that brutal beating we just took. Blue-white, 4-1, 50-50 against mono-black. Again, like tons of removal just shuts us down. And we're 0-2 against Golgari for similar reasons. Mono-white, Dimir, and Boros were all 2-0, so feeling good there. And then looks like Orzhov are winning. Lost to Izzet, won against Bant Toxic and Naya Humans / Legends, and then lost to Jund. So kind of like decks that are super removal heavy is what gives this deck fits, kind of predictably. So, you know, would you rebuild it some different way? I'm not sure. You know, I think I want to see how the Kelns actually handle a little bit. The only time we played them, they just got immediately nuked. So anyways, give me your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, thanks for coming with me tonight. It was kind of a brutal beating, but whew, we'll get back on the horse. So talk to you.